Call it a deck. Alright, here we are, round 2, game 2, after I won the first one, and I have a terrible, terrible hand. So let's toss that puppy back and get something far superior. I get to see Spirit Bonds for the first time. I will keep it. So I get to Sunblade Elf into Spirit Bonds, into Skirmisher. Hey, he's got his own. Alright. Well, he's probably going to whack me, assuming that he's got the planes in hand. Yield all. Yeah. Okay, we got another solid card in there. So let's see. Turn 2, turn 3 with the activation. I don't know if I'm going to turn 4 that, or if I'm going to hold it so I can get a Spirit Bond creature. Hopefully I draw another 3-drop in here so I can get the maximum value out of that. Okay, so he drops an impressive raise on that. That's fine. It's going to be awfully expensive to activate that guy. Alright, so I'm going to take my lumps, go down to 18. Hey, Sungrace. Awesome. So even if I don't have a 3-drop, I do have... Actually, I'm going to reorder this now. I'm going to play the Sungrace next turn, and then the turn after that, play the Skirmisher, so I can get a little bit of lifelink off the Sungrace Pegasus. Alright, so he's on curve, and he gets a terrible card. I just can't buy into the life gain plan. Let's see how much he gains off of this by the end. Okay. I have no 3 to pay, so I'll take my shot. When I say life gain, I mean just life gain. I don't mean, hey, well, this still works for the Convoke. Let's see. You need white for this, right? Yeah, okay. So if you have incidental life gain, that's entirely different than just life gain, because if it's just life gain, then you could have been doing something that would have stopped you from losing life in the first place, or something active that would have killed your opponent. But if it's incidental, you're doing something else along with it, and that makes it okay. So for example, Staff versus Pegasus. Let's say he gets a life off of this every turn, I get a life off of this every turn. I'm still whacking him for 1 every single turn off of this one. So, that's why it's good. Alright, he gets a Wall of Mulch. Not wildly concerned about that at the moment. Alright, he uses it as an expensive draw spell, which is fine. And he holds back the Sunblade Elf. That's fine as well. Okay, so I've got 3 mana to get that extra 1. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can play out the Willforged if I'd like. I can also get a free Sunblade off of that, but that means I don't get the Spirit tokens off of it. So we'll actually hold that back. And we'll start off with the Skirmisher. Give myself some extra life. Get myself a flyer. And get in for 3. One of the reasons that Spirit Bonds is so good is because I have so many ways to be pumping creatures, and specifically white creatures, that these spirits will eventually get pretty silly. Especially when I get my other Sunblade Elf on and those sorts of things. Okay, so he naturalizes, but I got a little bit out of that. So card for card, I got myself a couple of spirits. It goes right through the attack step. Well, that time it was fair, I would have blocked here. Okay, so 4, I can tap that being useless. And I get a free Sunblade Elf out of it. So now I'm not quite as worried about getting the value off of the Spirit Bonds, so that can help me to play the Willforged Golem. So I've got 3 here, I'll need to tap another 3, so that's 1, that's got Summoning Sickness 2. And I suppose another Spirit to hold him back with the Skirmisher. So I will attack with everything but the skirmisher. For a solid 3. Oh, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm gonna have the golem, so it's not like I needed this to block. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna hold up a single green. Nope. Gotta pay it. That's fine. Okay. So that's what I was doing. Okay, I did have my combat math right. Okay, so he gets his own Sungrace Pegasus. That helped him a little bit. It does hold my spirit tokens back. Not with a Cathar out, though, it doesn't. Okay. So I play this and make all of his choices absolutely terrible. Alright. I will send in the team. I would love him to have any kind of block whatsoever. Alright, so he is willing to trade his Sungrace for Cathar. That's fine. And can I get a Sunblade Elf somewhere? Pretty please. Alright, so he's only willing to send that one. So I will bust the Cathar open. Killing that and getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extra points in. And gaining myself extra life. Okay. So I've got him down on 3. And unless he's got a Wrath of God up his sleeve, I think I'm pretty safe. Okay. There we go. Got the second match, so now we'll go for the third one. I think the prize for winning 3 of these is you get 8 out of your 10 Phantom tokens back, so we'll try for that. I'll see you guys in round 3.